fact that
I
the
like
biggest ones can weigh
turtles.
203.
Alright, here we go, motherfucker. Hey, new casual geographic video, big pog. Oh, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah.
So you probably saw the title of this video and wondered, out of all the animals I've talked about on here, what could possibly be such a menace that it not only gets its own video, but a kind
It's
of
the
but not
Wolverine,
really
right?
clickbait title. Unless, of course, I ruin
Or not the
suspense by
Wolverine,
putting
the
animal as a
honey
thumbnail,
badger.
in which case, this intro's pretty much pointless. Anyway, this is a video about an animal I personally believe not nearly enough people acknowledge, and just for the record, this is not a honey badger video.
Oh,
But it kinda
Wolverine?
is. So imagine we took honey badgers, right? Gave them swimming lessons, injected them with growth hormones, and just to see the world in flames, taught them how to operate as a
So
fully
it's the
functional cat.
Wolverine.
Basically, imagine roided up, breast-stroking felony weasels with mob mentality and homicidal tendencies. But you don't have to imagine, because that animal actually exists. If you haven't guessed it by now, I
That's
just
the
gave you the
otter.
police description of the South American giant river otter. Now,
Oh,
I was not kidding about them being honey
shit.
badgers on steroids. Because first of all, the largest
This
ones
thing
can
is
reach 6 feet
insane.
in length. I'm only 6 feet.
6
when I'm lying.
feet? No shot. That's bigger than me, bruh. With teeth like that.
Honey badgers on steroids. Because first of all, the largest ones can reach 6 feet in length. I'm only 6 feet when I'm lying. And on Tinder. But like all criminals, to really understand why this demon water weasel is the way it is, you have to look at its family. Otters belong to Team Mustelidae, a family reunion that includes some of the most disrespectful things on 4 legs.
Is that, what is that? Wolverine? Or honey badger Wolverine? Maybe that's Wolverine. I don't know, bro. I think that might be. I don't know,
A
honestly.
mustelid cookout, and in attendance you'll find an animal that once put a whole polar bear out of commission, one that reportedly attacks much larger animals by biting and robbing the family jewels, and this little guy. I don't know, man. He seems kind of cute. They murk animals 10 times their size by chasing them into exhaustion and taking them off the census with a devastating bite to the back of the skull. I want you to
We've seen this.
remember that
We've
fact.
actually
It's going to
seen
be
this.
important later. I'm not going to bore you with a whole biology lesson,
This motherfucker's insane. They literally. Oh my.
but the mustelid family,
Oh
you know,
my.
wolverines, otters, badgers, and stoats are all part of the carnivore suborder called Caniforma. And Caniforma are basically just dog-like carnivores. Some members you might actually recognize. There's canids like domestic dogs, wolves, coyotes, and the fox. But some decided to take their talents to the water, resulting in the pinniped group, which includes seals, sea lions, and walruses. Since there are no drug tests in the wild, some started juicing, which is why bears are the largest terrestrial predators on the planet and the most brolic members of the caniform suborder. But mustelids don't have the strength of bears or the intelligence of wolves and dogs, so they had to overcompensate by being nature's version of short person syndrome, which is why honey badgers will G-check a pride of lions right in their own hood.
Damn. Those are
Same
lions.
reason why wolverines will pick fights with animals in a much higher weight class and still somehow not feel like the underdog. Which finally brings us to this thing. There's several flavors of otters found all over the world, but they all share one very important thing in common. They can swim, they're very good at it, and best believe they make it everyone's problem. Otters have a streamlined body, most have webbed feet, and both river and sea otters can hold their breath underwater for about 8 minutes.
Dude, look at them.
Otters also have a protective layer of guard hairs to help keep the inner fur dry. That and the fact that they have some of the densest fur on the planet is why they can spend all that time underwater without getting clapped by hypothermia like we would. It's also the reason otters, especially sea otters who rely on their insulating fur to survive, will spend hours grooming and washing themselves. But if swimming was the only thing that made these overgrown river weasels special, this wouldn't be a video. Nah, giant river otters are 100% affiliated. Unlike basically the rest of its mustelid family, giant river otters are social and can roll up in gangs of up to 20. We're talking about 20 vicious furry gangbangers that each can be the length of a grown man.
20?
And out of all the otters, it's the ones found in the Amazon that are by far the most on site. Using their numbers,
Well, they're in the
and teamwork,
Amazon.
these
They
waterproof
have to
wolverines
be.
will jump anything that ends up in their territory without a permission slip. And yes, that
Amazon
includes
is
humans.
ruthless. Oh, we're not gonna watch this video. This looks insane. Oh, actually, we might. Watch a little bit of it. Oh, run! Oh, run! Hell no, monkey ass! Literally just got right on land. It was. Oh, hell no, that's terrifying.
Assaulting people for the simple crime of existing in the same lake or river as them. One woman was kayaking down a river in western Florida when she saw a river otter that she thought was cute. After it lunged and mauled her face, it became a lot less cute. Serious otter attacks on humans might be rare, but it seems like at least once a year someone gets put on a headline after getting severely vibe tested by one.
Bro,
the most
what?
aggressive and homicidal of them all are the giant river otters of the Amazon, but granted, it's for a pretty good reason. Giant river otter have to share an area code with top predators like the jaguar, the black caiman, and the anaconda. When your neighborhood looks like that, your only real option is war.
Look at these three. He really picked the... Well, he could have picked like a normal picture of a tiger. He didn't have to make it like...
When your neighborhood looks like that, your only real option is war. Violence may not be
That
the answer,
snake
but
is
life is
fucking
multiple
terrifying,
choice.
though. I'm
And
more
they'll
scared
use
of the
gang
snake, I
violence to
think.
intimidate much larger animals that would probably one-shot them if
Or
they
the
were
crocodile.
alone. If a jaguar can catch a
Or the
river
caiman,
otter
I
on
mean.
its own, it's a GG. But with the numbers
Bro, holy
advantage, otter
shit.
mafia can effectively drive off even the most motivated jaguar.
Holy
This is especially
shit!
true in the water, where they basically have
1v1!
a home court advantage because in the water, river otters are much quicker and more agile than the bulky big cat. Which is why an apex predator that literally claps caiman can end up getting humbled and straight up humiliated by a hood of otters.
Yeah, get out, bro. You don't want to get in the water.
Speaking of the caiman, probably nobody's more of a victim than his smaller cousin of the crocodile. Because not only will a gang of otters jump a caiman and attack it from all sides, they often won't hesitate to eat the caiman alive once it stops struggling. Remember how I said the stoat can take down prey 10 times its size by exhausting it and biting the back of its head?
Yes.
That is
Bro,
exactly
what
how
is going
giant
on?
otters can make a caiman's entire existence a living prostate exam. As a cold-blooded reptile, caiman run out of energy quickly. It's the reason
I dropped my
crocodiles and
lighter.
alligators are ambush hunters, since they don't have the speed or endurance to run their prey down. So by
Okay, that
mauling the
makes
caiman
sense.
from all angles, it doesn't take long for the reptile to stop working. It's called an erectile dysfunction. Once the caiman
Wow.
finally gives up, the otters will put
Erectile
it out of its misery
dysfunction.
with a
There's no way
finishing
you
blow
just
to
said
the
that.
caiman's weak point, the back of its head. All this while sounding like Rugrats if the show took place in hell.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. Bro, that's literally monka-ass as fuck.
Once the caiman becomes past tense, the otters will use razor-sharp jaws to tear the reptile apart and eat it. They're cousins with wolverines for a reason. Now, if you feel bad for the caiman, giant otters will usually do this to defend their pups, since the caiman will snatch up any unaccompanied minors if they get the chance. But of course, being black Air Forces with fur, sometimes they'll harass the caiman just for wandering into the wrong side of the river wearing the wrong colors. The giant river otter is a lot of things, but they're not
Sheesh.
prejudiced, which is why the caiman isn't the only body that these psycho weasels will take.
Yeah.
Those snakes that we call anacondas,
No
giant
shot.
otters will turn the small ones into a leather handbag.
Oh, a
You know
small
those
one,
fish
yeah.
that are kind of famous for being able to undress a whole ass
what
cow
was
down
that?
to the bone
Oh,
in
a
minutes?
piranha.
Yeah, about that. These
That's
prison ferrets
piranha.
turn piranha into fish fillet. Turtles, you'd think they'd be safe, right? You'd think having a shell would protect them from the audacity of this satanic hellspawn. Of course not. Nobody gets a pass. No, this isn't
Of course
technically
not.
a giant river otter, but
Nobody
god
gets a
damn.
pass.
And of course, you can take an otter out the hood, but you can't erase the thoughts of homicide coursing through its little otter veins. Really cute fun fact, once at the Bronx Zoo, a monkey messed around and ended up in the living room of a family of Asian small-clawed otters. The otters proceeded to surround the panicking monkey and drown it, all while both the other monkeys and the people at the zoo watched in both shock and horror. Ain't that some shit? At a zoo in the UK, a gang of otters attacked, deleted, and ate a tamarin that fell into their pond. Golden lion tamarins are endangered. When you're talking about a group of
Bro,
animals that are
what the
related to a
fuck?
sociopath
These,
that
alright,
literally went
these
viral
things
for giving
are,
Lex
they're
their Miralax,
sociopaths.
there are no exceptions. Otters believe in equality, meaning anyone can equally get the smoke. For those cute little comments that think I'm being overly dramatic about how morally
Jesus.
bankrupt otters in general are, I'm not going to explain this picture. I'm just going to let the comments do it for me.
Look at
And I
that.
think it
That
goes
thing
without
was
saying,
cute.
but if they can step to literal murder with whiskers, or a slightly nerfed crocodile, they have no problem attempting to send a human back to their family in a box. And
No way
honestly,
you're
just the
getting
crime of
chased
being
by an
alive
otter.
and breathing in their territory is all
Oh!
you need to trigger a furry temper tantrum.
Bro, you're fucking with it.
There's a reason I keep referring to them as a gang. They're basically the Crip Weasels of the Amazon. They have no rules,
Crip
no church, no
Weasels.
morals, and absolutely no fucks to give. Those are the eyes of an animal that is not afraid to go back to hell. You ought to be careful if you are. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
For those of you that want to disregard this entire video because you think they're cute, that's cool. No, seriously, I completely understand. They said the same thing about Ted Bundy. Just like this came in this video has come to an end. I write, record, and
These
edit
things
these
are
videos all by
insane.
myself. I'm not
They
complaining.
are
I could be
cute,
doing
but they're
way worse
fucking.
with my time.
Woo.
But if you'd like to support this
Monkey
content on my
ass,
channel,
bro.
my Patreon's going to be in the description. Becoming a patron gives you access.
Nice, yo. Yo, go become a Patreon member to Casual Geographic, man. Do him a favor. Holy shit. Makes fucking glorious content like that. That is insane. Holy fuck, man. Still can't take away the fact they're still cute, man.